Morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Grit Daily House. If you are watching here online, live stream, we're here in Austin, Texas at the Consensus Event 2023, and we are at the Grit Daily House. As you all well know, we are about to kick off the Biz Famous Startup Pitch Competition. We're going to have some amazing world-class startups come and share their project, their company, their opportunity in front of investors who are going to then decide who will go to the final round for a Shark Tank style pitch event later today. And we're excited to be able to bring up our competitors, and they're going to do a quick 5-minute pitch. It's intense, 5 minutes to get all the messaging that they need out. And then the judges will decide who's going to go to the finals tonight, this evening, and have the opportunity to win discounted software with HubSpot, with a free account with Expandy. It's an amazing LinkedIn automation software platform. And there's a all-inclusive 5-star resort, all-inclusive 5-day stay in Mexico as a grand prize to the winner. So this is counting big. So let's bring up our first participant. They can introduce themselves, share their project, and then we'll rock and roll. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, everyone. I want to appreciate you for showing up. My name is Joel Fulford. I am co-founder and CEO of a company called 10 Net Zero. We're helping big oil solve problems by leveraging Bitcoin as a solution and creating energy instead of wasting it. And I want to tell you a story about my friend Bob. That's his real name. He works in a top-tier oil and gas company here in Texas. And he works for a company that is actually a leader in flare intensity reduction. And basically what that means is his company has committed to the market that they're not going to flare or burn natural gas when they're producing oil, right? Phenomenal thing, right? Except now Bob has a problem, okay? I was talking to Bob the other day, and he said, listen, I've got to shut in a 100-barrel-a-day oil well for 1 month because of unplanned maintenance upstream. That means he's losing $243,000 a month every time that well is shut in for a month. Now, here's the kicker. That well ended up getting shut in for 4 months. $973,000 in lost revenue on one well. I also learned that company, for the month of April, is shutting in 7,500 barrels a day of production in 1 month, okay? That is $18,246,000 in lost revenue for one company in 1 month, and they're a leader in the space. You can imagine what kind of problem non-routine flaring is for the oil and gas industry as a whole, okay? Now, just put a number on that. $100 million plus annually is wasted in natural gas in Texas alone on flaring. It's huge. Now, what if someone could come in, take that excess natural gas, keep the oil flowing, and instead of flaring that gas, turn it into clean, usable energy on site, and reduce methane emissions up to 99%. They would end non-routine flaring in the oil and gas industry today as we know it. That's us. That's what we're trying to do, okay? We're 10 Net Zero, and what we're doing is we found a way to offer a short-term service for flare mitigation to oil and gas companies. We call it mining as a service, and it's going to change the game forever. Now, Schlumberger, oil and gas service company, $63 billion company. What they did for production efficiency, that's what we're going to do for flare intensity reduction and net zero initiatives, okay? There's a multi-billion-dollar annual market. It has a 16.7% combined annual rate of growth. Excuse me. And here's the thing. Oil and gas producers are fed up. They do not have any other options to mitigate non-routine flares, okay? We're going to give them a proven technology that's scalable, mobile, plug and play, no CapEx to them, and no long-term commitments. That's the big thing, right? So how can we do that? Because we're not doing one-off projects. We're not selling them a platform. We're not selling them equipment. We're selling them a value-add service, okay? We are providing a service to them for flare mitigation, flow assurance on a short-term contract basis. Nobody is doing this today in the oil and gas industry at all, okay? They're fed up and they need solutions. So here's the thing too, right? I can create 38% more value on this business model than any other Bitcoin miner in the oil and gas industry today. That's a fact, okay? So here's the thing. There's 3 trends that you need to know about in this industry. 1, oil and gas production is becoming more gaseous. That means this problem is compounding daily. Okay. Number two, the status quo hasn't been keeping up for years. It's going to get even worse. Number three, there was regulatory and social pressure on oil and gas companies to fix this problem. Okay, they are looking for solutions yesterday. That gives us the big opportunity. Okay, that's what's amazing about this. So, what we're looking to do is develop 30 megawatts of capacity in Texas. That'll cost about $30 million to develop, but it will create about $50 million in annual revenue. 4 key milestones that we need to reach. 1 is get a hub project set up in Texas. 2, bring out the technical staff to run operations. 3, procure that equipment and get a 20% deployment in the oil field. That'll give us a first mover advantage and allow us to leverage that market position to continue growth. Now, that's not the only thing that we've got done. We've got strategic partnerships put in place for ASIC manufacturing equipment, mobile data center equipment, and a managing consulting company that wants to sell our solution to their big oil customers, okay? So that gives us preferred pricing, strategic supply lines, develop relationships, and a no-cost workforce that's going to sell our solution and grow our market share. That's going to position us as the leader in this new mass market mining as a service. So the great thing is companies are already coming to us asking us to do this, okay? We are leaders in the flare gas Bitcoin mining space because of our projects, because of our operations, because of our innovative business models, okay? Our co-founders have already had a successful startup and exit in the Bitcoin space. So if you want to help us help Bob sleep at night so he's not losing much money and help end routine flaring in the oil and gas industry, please come talk to me, and I'd love to tell you more about what we're doing. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. James Ramon Gibson. I am the Chief Strategy Officer for Devo Protocol. Devo Protocol is changing the world of philanthropy and volunteerism as we know it now. How are we doing this? We're doing this using blockchain, Web3, and smart contract technologies. We're bringing new technologies to an age-old market with an age-old problem. My co-founder, Ibrahim.
Yes, I'm Ibrahim. I'm proud co-founder of this project. Devo Protocol is going to disrupt the $2.3 trillion philanthropic industry by introducing transparency, allowing volunteers to create their own project and be decentralized out of the control of the volunteer organizations, to make sure they create projects on their own and get funding for it and get the badge of honor, creating the leaderboard for all volunteers to have a badge of honor where they can utilize it to get better jobs and get into better universities. And my daughter had to go through 2,500 hours of volunteerism to get accepted into Emory University for medical school. All these hours are like nine months of full-time job. This hours was all for free labor for corporate America. We want to change that. This is not supposed to be free labor for corporate America. They need to be able, and she couldn't take care of her grandma, utilize those hours. So we are changing the world by allowing her to monetizing all this $2.3 trillion industry, 7.9 billion hours of volunteerism that's not recognized or not monetized at all. So Devo Protocol is finding the solution for that.
And how are we doing this? Well, the components of our platform that are going to make this thing work: volunteers, volunteer organizations, donors, and corporate sponsors. For volunteers, we're verifying that they are true volunteers. We're verifying their skill sets. We're allowing the volunteers to register. We're recording their hours on the blockchain, which is very important. Oftentimes, there's a need to provide proof that you've served so many volunteering hours. So we're going to record the hours on the blockchain. We're going to also establish a leaderboard that shows the communities how the volunteers are contributing to the various communities and the various projects that they're serving. We're also allowing volunteer organizations to recruit volunteers to their projects. And one of the cool things is that the donors are also going to have full transparency. A major problem in donating and philanthropy today is a lack of trust. So how are we bringing this trust? By, again, allowing everybody to participate in our platform that is, again, using blockchain technology. So when a donor donates funds to the various causes, those funds are locked in a smart contract, and they're only released at the the blessing of the donors. So once the milestone is completed, the donors are notified. They'll have a window of opportunity to go in and verify that the project is completed or the milestone is completed to their satisfaction. Once that is done, then the smart contract will release the funds to the intended recipients. The intended recipients aren't necessarily the volunteer organizations, but if for example, the volunteer organization has a project that needs volunteers to come from remote locations, they need to provide food and shelter for the volunteers, then we're going to provide, we're going to get the wallet addresses for those care providers, and the smart contract is going to release the funds directly to those recipients and whatnot. So again, the donor knows that his or her funds that they've donated have all the way made it to the intended recipients, and knowing that the funds are going to be used for the intended causes so that the impact will be seen and appreciated by all involved in the process. Again, full transparency, building trust in philanthropy, something that has been lacking. It's a major problem, and we're solving it now today. Join our team, Devo Protocol.
We have already 22,000 registered volunteers between 103 countries. And we actually stopped the registration because we are creating the manuals to show them what they need to do, how to start their own projects, and how to register their own projects, and how to get funding for it. We're going to create a gamification between all these corporate sponsors to show that this corporate sponsor is helping the community by sponsoring their projects related to their community, and this corporate sponsor may not be doing that. And the goodwill of the corporations, they will be maximized and be amplified, because corporations and businesses are valued based on two categories, tangible and intangible. The intangible part is the goodwill part, and it's related to how much people love this business or love their products and relate. And it's okay.
All right. All is not lost. All is not lost. Join the Devo Protocol Project. We're changing the world.
Yes, we are.
Join our team. Thank you.
Test. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Liko from Project Seed. So before I start, I want to ask you a question, right? So how many of you actually realize that blockchain gaming is actually a big pyramid scheme, right? I mean, like, not many people are actually realizing that, right? It's using the standard that when you get in early, you're gonna profit, and if you join in late, you're dead. So basically, that's kind of like what happened in the blockchain gaming space right now. It creates a very toxic mindset for the gamers, and that's why Web2 gamers doesn't like Web3 games. So in Project Seed, we are actually trying to solve this problem by taking ourselves away from the pyramid scheme. How do we accomplish that, right? So basically, the pyramid scheme starts at the earliest stage, which means you need to buy the NFT to start. If you don't have the NFT, you cannot pay. You cannot play. So this actually starts the loopholes of that pyramid scheme. In our case, we allow user to play for free and doesn't need any NFT to start playing. This is how we start the company, right? This is how we start the ecosystem. So anybody can play for free. Anybody can earn the NFT for free. Of course, you can utilize and buy more NFTs to get more advantage, but then it doesn't have to be. It is not required. So what do we plan to achieve from this? We plan to achieve to create a sustainable and a very healthy and fun and entertaining way for gamers, especially for the Web3 gamers, to actually play and the Web3 games and create an entertaining and interactive gameplay for the users. So this is Project Seed. Join us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Is that good? My name is Christina Carl. No. Hello. All right. Good morning, everyone. That's much better. I am the founder and CEO of Edify. My name is Christina Carl, and we use Web3 and Metaverse technology to achieve innovative training and internship opportunities and bring it to remote and underserved areas, specifically for the hospitality industry. And why is that? Well, the hospitality industry is in crisis. We all know that. My friend Darren here right now waited for 2 hours for his breakfast because the cooks were not there. And really, the industry has a 300% turnover rate, the highest of any industry. Couple that with the 300 million workers that work in the industry, because it is the second largest employer in the world. So what do, right? Edify has the solution. Hotels and resorts already spend over $240 billion a year in employment and training. Yet we still have millions of jobs left unfilled. Why? Well, in the US and in Europe, those hospitality training options have really dwindled because people are looking for other types of jobs, tech jobs, things that we're doing over here. But there are still people in other parts of the world who want to be in hospitality. So Edify creates this bridge by creating a marketplace where we deliver XR-powered training through VR and AR modules, metaverse classrooms, and we also give on-chain credentials for them. Therefore, the hotels can come in, look for the people that match those job descriptions that they're looking for, and we also help them through the immigration process. Our team is uniquely positioned to do this because we have hospitality professionals who deliver training, who were in operations. We have a team of 6 sales professionals, and we also have a deep development team who is part of an exited tech founder, and he drives our learning outcomes. And we also have a developer who is really into Web3 and using it for unique use cases in areas that may not be so apparent, right? So that's what we're building currently in terms of our marketplace. Now, we started our program in May 2020 with a pilot program of 50 students. And last year, we delivered it to 4,800 students through 6,000 training modules. In 2021, we brought in $305,000 in revenue, and last year we brought in $675,000. We're completely bootstrapped, and we are just about in the middle of our raise. We are raising a 1.5 million safe that is about 65% complete now. And we currently have 30 university partners that are using this program and have accredited it as on-the-job training for their students. And we are also partnered with about 20 hotels here in the US who are currently receiving those interns. So the outlook is to then offer it to those hotels because they see the efficacy of these XR-powered training programs since they're receiving these interns and they're constantly telling us, well, they stay at their positions for more than a year. They have the right attitude. They understand they're prepared for the cultural shift that they're going to experience. And they've also received language training as well. So this is what we're up to. I hope that you join us in our mission and reach out to me if you have any questions. This works. That one's a booby trap.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Anna. I'm a CEO and co-founder of Fidium. So what is Fidium? First of all, as our company was born out of the need for change. As crypto individuals, myself and 2 of my co-founders, we face discrimination left and right. First of all, by banking services and tax offices, and basically globally, it doesn't matter if it's in North America or Europe. Well, and when we established our company and our client base started to grow, then we faced yet another set of services. We're pretty much unbankable, even though we're with the revenue and licenses. Obviously, we decided we do not accept the status quo, and we founded and built Fidium. So what is Fidium? It's a cutting-edge fintech solution that really seamlessly integrates both digital and traditional assets into one single platform. Initially, and now more than 3 years ago, we started as simple non-custodial wallets. Unfortunately, we didn't think about monetization, so we had to rebuild it from the ground up. But that was a very valuable lesson, I must admit. We realized very quickly that in order to truly change the industry, we have to service B2B and institutional clients. So we expanded our services to service high worth net individuals, family offices, and VCs that do hold, or at least they want to touch digital assets, but they don't know how to do it. So what we do, we provide them white glove customized solutions when it comes to banking, global remittance, OTC, staking as a service, and other de-risked yield products. And by doing that, we do eliminate a really extreme complexity of financial management today. It's not their job to know how to handle keys, system, multi-sigs, and then process all those fiat payments to multiple counterparties. We do that. And well, today most probably all of you saw the news that another bank went down, and it's a First Republic. This will not happen to us. Legally and technically, your assets are segregated from our assets. So those things will never happen. So we act as a vault that charges you for your transactions and for custody. I'm so happy and so proud of my team that our traction is actually pretty good. We are hitting 900,000 year to date. Q3, we're going to hit profitability. We have 15 institutional clients, 75,000 retail, 4 global licenses. And yeah, again, profitability is so close, and I'm very happy about that. As a crypto native team, and I'm ex-Aave core member myself, and 2 of my co-founders that were so kind to join me, they are flesh and blood from tech industry with successful exits. And overall, our team, we have more than 100 years of experience in capital markets, regulation, and blockchain, as well as digital assets. And we're a team that delivers and builds. So if you really want to accelerate the adoption of crypto assets, join us as a client or as an investor, and we'll be very happy to serve you, your companies, and your portfolio. Thank you. Bye.
All right, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Drew Wolfer. I am the CEO and co-founder of a revolutionary wallet transaction security software called Presend, okay? Now, the first thing I want to do is obviously thank Grit Daily for letting us come into their house and talk everything Presend today. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everybody that showed up and is listening to what we have to say. Now, I want to start this off with a quick question. Has anybody ever gone into Starbucks? Most people drink coffee, right? At least people that are our age, right? Have you ever gone into Starbucks and bought a $6 coffee and then just accidentally pulled out your Apple iTunes gift card and swiped it, and it took $6 off your Apple iTunes bucks, but they didn't give you your coffee and told you you have to pay with something that is accepted? Absolutely not. That does not exist in traditional finance, right? There's instruments, there's technologies that would block that transaction from happening. The credit card processor would not allow that to happen, okay? So this actually does happen inside of blockchain because there is no technology until now that actually blocks those things from happening. Now, this technology has come onto the market in 2023, and it's called Presend, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. But I have a second thing that I want to ask, and it's less of an ask, more of an assumption. I'm assuming that pretty much everybody that is here, everyone in this room at least, probably wants to see $100,000, $250,000, $500,000, even $1 million Bitcoin, right? Everybody wants that. How do we get there? Okay, this is a huge question that I always get asked. How are we going to hit 100K Bitcoin? Well, that comes with mass crypto adoption. When you hit those types of levels, that is trillions and trillions of dollars worth of market cap. It's billions of dollars worth of institutional money, new market participants, old market participants that are already in it that are more comfortable putting more money into it. How do you get that there to where your mother or your grandmother or someone that's retiring with their 401k feels comfortable coming into crypto and saying, hey, I'm going to put my money into these? Well, Presend is here to give them that comfortability, because now you can no longer lose your crypto accidentally. So here's the problem that exists in blockchain that alludes to my Starbucks example, okay? There's all these different chains. There's all these different blockchains. None of them are compatible. Why would they be? I wouldn't want to be compatible with another blockchain if they're my competitor, right? Why does Binance Coin not trade on Coinbase Exchange? Probably because Binance is their largest competitor, so why would they want to help pump them to the moon, right? So, with this interoperability and intercompatibility dilemma that we're seeing, we saw an opportunity to bring out Presend, something that will actually truly revolutionize the space and usher in that new age of cryptocurrency adoption, thus bringing in new investors, thus bringing in all the institutional investors that don't want to accidentally send $500 million on Polygon in USDC to an Ethereum wallet, and then poof, their $500 million is gone. No one is going to take that risk. But now, with Presend, you do not any longer have to take that risk. What Presend does is it has a patent pending process where we can actually check to make sure that you are on the right blockchain. You are sending a coin that is compatible with that blockchain. You are sending from a wallet that is compatible with the recipient wallet that you are sending to, and that chain and coin is accepted by the platform or wallet that you are sending to, okay? Now, going back to the how do we usher in this new age of global cryptocurrency adoption, that way we can have our $1 million Bitcoin that everybody wants. This is where we have developed our SDK, which is a software development kit technology, where we can actually plug and play the Presend process. Because remember, Presend came out, and I don't think I told you the date, but it was March 31st of 2023. Presend's on the market. You can go and check it out, app.presend.io. But we have an SDK where we can take our technology and plug it into the Binances, the Crypto.coms, the MetaMasks, the trust wallets of the world. And they can have that same solution where you go into their wallet and you can protect your cryptocurrency forevermore. A lot of people think, how can I get rich in crypto? How can I make money in crypto? Not a lot of people are thinking about, how can I keep the wealth that I've generated inside of crypto and not put it at unnecessary risk just because I'm sending it from a wallet to wallet. Presend can literally stop you from ever having to send a test transaction again. That is annoying. Having to send a $10 test transaction to send your $1,000 real transaction, do you do that with a bank wire? Absolutely not. Absolutely ridiculous. We are here to change that. Presend is here forevermore. If you would like to hear more about it, I have my business cards in my pocket, and obviously we have lots and lots of marketing materials. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it, man.
Hey everyone, hope we're having a great day today. I'm Dels from Astra. We're building a suite of no-code tools that allows anyone to publish a virtual e-commerce store for web or VR. So quick show of hands if you love to play games. Gamers, amazing. Love to go shopping. Still amazing. Shopping, love it. So basically we all know that if we're trying to hit mass adoption for crypto and Web3, we need to hit those industries that people love, like the gaming and the shopping. But we've seen quite a lot of like Web3 games already. That's already hitting huge numbers globally, but we haven't seen enough. Amazing. We haven't seen enough Web3 retail/shopping experiences. And the truth is, that is exactly what is ripe for disruption. E-commerce hasn't changed in 30 years. We all still go to the same websites to shop pictures, can't try it on our avatars or on ourselves, can't ask our friends what the clothes look like if we were to go to a real store. It's still the same. And this has contributed to about $500 billion of waste annually in unsold inventory. It's currently the second most environmentally degrading industry globally, and about 49% of customers say they shop for hours without finding exactly what they want. And that's why we're building Astra. With Astra, anyone can publish a virtual store in their website or in virtual reality and allow people to visit with avatars with their friends in real time, see clothes that haven't been made yet, so you can pre-order and then receive the physical version when it finally is manufactured. This user experience is a sort of disruptive, innovative, and futuristic experience that disrupts industries and leads to a new era of people doing things in a totally different way. So far, we have about 1,000 demo testers since 2020. We've been building and iterating. We've received grants from Epic Games, Meta, been incubated by NVIDIA, University of Cambridge, KPMG, Accenture, and many companies who understand that we're building something sustainable, futuristic, and innovative. I'd love if you could join our mission to the Astroverse and join our seed round of $2 million that we're raising right now. Thank you so much for the opportunity to pitch, and look forward to speaking to you guys. Thank you.
Let's give it up to all the startups who took the time in a beautiful rainy Austin morning. So if you can pitch in the rain, you can pitch from the stage. So we're looking forward to seeing how the results play out. We have our judges who are watching online and who are here present with us right now. We'll make the announcement shortly once we are able to tabulate the votes to decide who's going to make it to the final round. So 4:30 today, we'll have our Shark Tank style competition with investors on the stage who are going to grill the finalists. And so we're going to move on with the Grit Daily House experience and bring up our next panel.